Hello, everyone. It has been some time since I've done a video. Let's close that door there. I was just watching Ideology. God, I forget what his name is now. Shit, hold on. Let me get this. That may totally have screwed up. I'm going to go with it. What the hell is his name? Paul's Ego. Whew. Slightly intoxicated. I had not intended on doing a video tonight. But I was watching Paul's Ego, and he was talking about
laborers.
Automation. Automation and the fact that automation is going to take all jobs that we hate, and then he said it's going to replace all unskilled labor. The reason I was compelled to do this video, and can I get this in a decent angle, maybe? No, because then you're just looking at my chest. I'm going to use my phone. It's interesting to me, or I just had a thought, that the idea or the term, the word, the concept of unskilled labor has got to change. That's life is miserable. Unskilled labor used to be labor, or the thought or the idea of unskilled labor was that labor was labor or people that could work without much training. Repetitive, mindless blather that didn't take a lot of studies. This light in here, I'm super intoxicated. So repetitive stuff, or stuff that was just what we would consider as human beings easy. And my idea or my thought was, when he was saying unskilled labor, was that we need to change our definition of unskilled labor. Because unskilled labor isn't. Google, with their search engines and AI, machine learning, all of that is changing the idea of what unskilled labor is. Is this? It's annoying me. The idea that unskilled labor is something that is menial or less than, and we need to make it. Cats are flipping out. We need to make the idea of unskilled labor as labor that automation can do, can not yet do. My idea was that a lot of people in the past, or everybody in the past, economists in the past, have labeled unskilled labor as stupid or easy. That only the least of us do unskilled labor, because who wants to do unskilled labor? Janitor work, certain assembly stuff. As a massage therapist, a massage therapist or a physical therapist, that's at least in America, I know other countries actually have some value for them. Unskilled labor, flipping a burger, is largely considered unskilled labor, making French fries. And yet, if it was really unskilled labor, had it been able to be automated, I know for goddamn sure McDonald's would have already automated the fry cook. They've made it extremely simple. They've streamlined it. They've made it assembly lined it, both that and burger making. But if it was easy to do, if it was truly unskilled labor, then we would have already automated it. We have automated painting. I used to be a journeyman painter for quite a few years, and they have largely automated that. That was very skilled labor. That was something I trained, I apprenticed several years to be able to do. So now that's been automated. Well, something that needs to be apprenticed for years to be able to do well, how is that unskilled labor? And automation, and yet automation easily replicated my skills. So I think as in general, the world, people need to have a better understanding or a new understanding of what unskilled labor really is, or how unskilled labor applies to the economy and technology. The very idea of it is wrong. So we need to change our idea of unskilled labor and switch it to labor that is difficult or easy to be replaced with automation. So the current standard definition of unskilled labor would be labor that is easily replaceable with automation. So if you're doing something that's not easily replaceable with automation, you are not, by definition, unskilled labor. So if you're a fry cook, you need to be fucking paid because they can't automate that shit yet. If you're a chef, if you're even a line cook, a burger flipper, they have not yet automated that because it's fucking hard to do. It's not unskilled labor. I also flipped burgers for quite a few years. I know it's not unskilled labor. It's difficult for computers to do. It's difficult for artificial intelligence, machine learning. They can't yet do it. So it frustrates me when somebody uses the term unskilled labor when, in my head, I'm already thinking that unskilled means things that have already been replaced by automation, or that will be in the next few years. Doctor, lawyer, accountant, those are the new unskilled labors. I guess that's my point. Doctors and lawyers and accountants are the new unskilled laborers. Plumbers, burger flippers, and also your EMTs, medical personnel, things like that, where it's difficult for automation to do. Those are skilled laborers. So the very fact that you're flipping burgers means you are a skilled labor. Don't think less of yourself. That shit's hard, and they haven't been able to replicate it. Whew. Peace.